we've forgotten to mention a little bit of a side thing that is happening in the background while this fight is going on, but this is a small issue. Meanwhile, while the spirits are fighting with Origami, Kotori and the Ratatoskar are engaged in a battle with Ellen and her ship, which just sort of happens. Ellen appears on a
And
uh,
there's a very important thing you think you're
yes,
forgetting.
yes. There's a very
Red or
important.
blue?
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Red or blue?
Yes, yes, we got Mandela effect. There are actually two important things because we were watching this with Alex and like we see Ratatoskar in his full glory and it's blue and we're like, wait, but Ratatoskar was red and we are completely sure that it was red. So we looked it up and yes, apparently back in season one,
No.
Ratatoskar was red, but forward
In
from
every other
then
season, it's blue.
it just was remade blue and yeah it was just done blue and they didn't even care it just happened, the color changed, nobody cared.
Well, you don't want to be evil, and red is an evil color. That's why I'm red.
Sure, sure,
No.
but that
Red
but
is
that
the
makes
color of the proletarian blood.
but that makes sense because Kotori's color is also red, so it made sense that a red girl, tsundere red girl, very chaotic and very fiery, would be piloting a red ship.
I mean, I thought it was white. And do you remember season 2? When they had that fight with the other group? I thought
Mm-hmm.
their ship was red.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, but also during that fight between Ellen and the Ratatoskar group, there's one important note that Ellen drops. She delivers a message ostensibly from Westcott Prescott that she intends to find this traitor person whose name I've forgotten. Alex, do you remember this little plot point?
I'm fuck. I remember what he looks like, but I don't remember his name, despite the fact they say it all the time in the future.
Yeah, but it's a future thing. For now, all we know that there is a backstory between Westcott Prescott and the person who ostensibly started Ratatoskar and started that group, and who is responsible for the program of trying to seal spirits by kissing them.
Basically, Kotori's boss.
Basically Kotori's boss, and we already know that Rain likely has a thing with him, that she was somehow involved with him, because it's implying that Rain knows a lot more about this whole thing than anybody else. So
Which one's Rain?
Rain is the teacher lady, the always tired lady with the like
Oh,
sunken
okay.
eyes.
Interesting observation. Go on.
Yeah. And the fight is sort of completely off screen. We're never told
I
who
mean,
actually won that fight.
we see a little bit of it.
We see a little bit of it.
The important part is
Also,
that
comment section. Shut the fuck up, comment section. If you know I'm referencing comment section, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
anyway. The important part is that I think. Wait, did they win or lose? Because Ellen has to go away, but like.
We're never told.
The fight
I'm
never
not.
stops.
Yeah,
What happens before the fight is resolved.
it's entirely possible that the fight was only interrupted when the fight with Origami ended, and that's it.
Okay.
So going back to the main event, Origami appears in her full glory as a spirit. Her astral dress, as it's called, is a wedding gown. She just looks like a bride. Her spirit design is actually not that terrible. She kind of looks cool.
I mean, if it didn't have the connection of being a bride, I think I would like it more. But yeah.
If you're gonna hate this, Titania, but some more light novel reader info.
Every spirit looks like a bride at the start, and then they get their cool outfit, or what?
No. Origami's big thing she wanted to be as a little girl was a bride. That was her goal, which I really feel like is a waste for someone who's like in the top 1% of human IQ.
No, like, I mean, I don't think it's a waste. Like, like if that's your passion,
I don't think so
follow
either.
it. But like,
I don't think so either. I think it's fine.
I do think that being a like you can be a bride and other things also, and also like
Yeah.
what does being like a bride even mean? Because I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
like
She was a little girl.
it's like saying I wanna be a quinceañera or something like.
I think it's in the vein of when she was younger, she wanted to look pretty in a wedding dress and have a big wedding. Which, like, fair enough. That's an understandable goal for a child to have.
I sure. I mean, that's fine. But like,
Yeah.
it's like saying when I grow up, I want to be a birthday girl or something like
Yeah.
that.
When
That
I was a child, what I wanted to become when I grew up was a crab. So
well, yeah, but you can
I
be a
was
crab all the time. You cannot be
yeah.
like being a bride is specific time in a specific moment. You cannot
Well, with that attitude, maybe, but you can make it happen
like yeah. If
multiple
you get a
times.
divorce as soon as you get married, and then
Yeah.
you
getting
plan the
married
next wedding
again.
again, but like that's not really a profession. That's more like a
It's a way of
thing.
life. It's a
Yeah,
lifestyle.
yeah.
It's
It's
a
a
lifestyle.
lifestyle. Yeah.
And anyway,
I guess that
yep.
was said with Brian. I guess that makes sense. Like, I want to be a wife or husband. Isn't that uncommon?
Well, no, no,
Especially for
no.
like,
But yeah, but you said
deciding
bride,
to
and
do.
being a
Yeah.
wife and being a bride is different
Two
things.
different things. Yeah, yeah.
So I feel like they go hand in hand.
Well,
Well, you become wife after you are a bride, but
yeah,
being a bride is, as Titania pointed out, a transient thing. You cannot be a bride for an extended period of time. You are a bride exactly for the duration of your wedding, and not before and not after. That's it.
yeah.
True. And also, this is a little kid's aspirations, so it's not like she probably wasn't like a 20, 5,000 IQ genius.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's
In
fine.
a,
Also, if you want to be a housewife, that's totally fine. Like, no matter how smart you are, like, I mean, you can be a housewife and other things also, but if you just want to focus on that, that's also fine. And also,
well, okay.
IQ is not real, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah.
Okay, to get back to the action, Origami is revealed to a spirit. She confronts the other spirits again, now with her spirit's power. She
You
summons her
said you
angel.
wanted to tell us while I was watching again. You're skipping over. What does
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Metatron mean?
something
oh right.
important to say is that
So I wanted to say.
Origami can use her wizard powers as well as her spirit powers, so it's not mutually
Mhm.
exclusive.
And I actually wanted to ask you, Alex, what are her actual spirit powers? Because every spirit has a theme. Like Miko has the music theme.
Lasers.
Origami's theme are lasers.
Yeah, like the sounds
Wow.
lasers.
Okay. Okay.
Origami,
Well,
I think origami might be the second best at pure offense. Like the others have a lot of utility. Well, she's just lasers.
I mean,
Which makes sense because we find out that each angel has a name. Which I mean, we already knew that, but
we
like
already knew that. Yeah.
I think for
Which is
Origami is very explicit.
Metatron.
Her angel is justice.
no, it's not. Metatron is not the angel of justice. I checked it when we were watching this actually because
Wait,
I was interested. Metatron in Kabbalah and in Hebrew tradition is the angel of knowledge.
wait, but okay, Alex, you lied to me.
No, I did not. Persona 5 told me it was the angel of justice. That's what Persona 5 told me.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
So Persona 5 lied to Alex and then Alex
yeah,
lied to you.
yeah.
But I checked it.
It's a cycle of abuse.
I checked it. Metatron is described as the scribe of God, and he is the highest angel, and he is the angel of knowledge. So, which kind of makes sense for Origami because she is Mensa level intelligent and she is incredibly smart. But that makes me wonder
It
what
doesn't
are
make
the
sense
actual.
with her powers. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to her powers. That was me that maybe her power is that she the angel power is that she's able to she's so smart that she's able to predict events, and that would also tie into the time travel arc. But in the end, she doesn't travel back in time
No,
with
no, her power is
Metatron.
lasers.
Yeah, her power seems to be lasers, which it's a huge fucking waste of a name like Metatron.
I mean, I guess, I mean, if we wanna, I don't. Okay, this this is just my own headcanon to make it better, but it really doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess if you're Metatron, then you can use your lasers to be smart, unlike all the other spirits, and it help. But that,
There could be like all the other spirits. You're like, oh, I see, but I'm
Sure.
outsmarted you with what? The power of gun.
The power of gun, yeah.
yeah,
For her neutral special, Origami uses a laser.
yeah,
In
Or high
any case,
All of your moves are just laser, laser,
Yes,
laser.
just lasers. In any case, Toka exclaims to Origami that she has become a spirit. Origami finally realizes that, oh yes, she's a spirit now. Great, and then vows to kill all of the spirits and then herself.
Yeah.
She's trying to pull a Thanos. She's trying to use the stones to
No,
destroy the
that's not
stones.
Thanos. That's really not Thanos. That's
Yes,
It
I know that's
never
the
says that. We all know that's what he does in the MCU. The only
uh,
continuity. There's no such thing as time.
have you seen Castlevania?
The anime, I think
Yeah.
I've seen one episode of it when it was just like starting to come out, and then I never returned to it because there was a big period of time between episode one and like anything else Castlevania.
You should watch it. It's great. But
I
there's a
probably should.
character that has a similar motive, and a character then like is talking to them, and he says, "So it's suicide the long way round," is what you're saying, which is what
It's
origami is
yeah,
doing.
it's just an elaborate way to commit suicide. Yes, and
Yeah.
like the motivation itself, I'm not like downplaying the motivation. That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like it's a classic trope of like a character who becomes a monster to fight the monsters and then to
Yeah, but
die themselves.
I do like in this case, like that is bad that you wanna
The
like.
problem I have with that is that it's so fucking serious in this comedy harem show. It's like that a complete tonal whiplash. Like everything that happens in this arc of Origami specifically is a complete tonal whiplash, especially since we get this serious moment of Origami right after we had a comedic scene when Miku tried to sneak in another sexual harassment attempt from the girls while pretending to be knocked out. So like,
Well, I mean,
Wall thing is
I
great
think
ugh.
though.
I think there are different levels. It, well, that yeah, that will be his sexual harassment. I don't know why I'm trying to make Miku work. She's a terrible person. I just
Okay, and
yeah.
you're also there. Also, the point is just like it's a tonal whiplash. It like the anime cannot decide whether it wants to be serious or whether it wants to be
I
incredibly
don't think
serious in a different way.
I don't think it's a tonal whiplash. It's um sometimes things can be funny and serious. You know.
But this is neither.
Well, yeah, because the comedy doesn't work for you, and also you don't like. Wait, you do like origami, so does the serious stuff not work for you, or is it just a
The
tonal
the
whiplash?
problem the problem is that the comedy doesn't work for me because it's just not funny,
Mm-hmm.
and the seriousness of it is just not done in a way that would make it good. Like it's just vaguely gesturing at stuff that is serious and works elsewhere, but it just doesn't work in Data Live, and it doesn't work partially because of the comedy and partially because of the writer isn't competent enough to just do it well, the serious stuff, and partially because like even when it tries to be serious, it just can't commit fully to the seriousness of it to actually make it work.
Uh,
Like if it wanted to be serious about all of it, like for example about seeding the spirits and about the kisses, and like we had this conversation previously in previous episodes where I was like, oh, maybe this is gonna be interesting. Maybe they're actually going to like I don't know suggest that Kotori is a villain because she actually orchestrated all of these events. And like I know they're not gonna do it because this is Data Live.
I will say personally, like I really liked everything that was going on with origami this arc. However, um, the part I didn't like was the inconsistencies with the powers on how they work. Because like it takes away the stakes because I don't understand why any of this is happening. Like, why are the spirits suddenly weaker than they were when they weren't? And like,
It's rare
yeah,
for me. It's rare for me for my immersion to be broken just by inconsistency in the like the power rules or the specific sequence of events. That stuff doesn't usually bother me. I don't really care. I care about the feels of the story, about the themes, about the things that the story is trying to do, about the message that it's trying to make, and like even my immersion was completely broken by the fact that this is a complete mess when it comes to any internal logic.
yeah.
And I assume
I
Alex,
will say
Alex,
emotionally it did work for me.
I assume Alex was in the worst spot because he is the Vaatividya of shitty media, and he is the one that would feel it the worst of us.
What do you feel, Alex?
had to leave the room for a second. What's going on?
We're recording a podcast, Alex.
Yeah.
Amazing.
No worries.
It's just
He can leave the room, unlike you. That it's a ghost.
Yeah, he's not stuck inside the machine. Yeah, we just wanted to know your opinion about
machine.
the.
I am not stuck into the machine. I am machine.
We wanted to know your opinion about the rules being broken and being inconsistent in this arc because you, as the Vaatividya of
Infuriating,
shitty media.
because the big problem with this is like it's not even consistently inconsistent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty consistent before and after this arc. It's only this one arc where they actually lose their powers. Only in this one arc, and it's only that. And it's only that way because if they didn't, Origami would get her ass kicked in 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, to wrap this up, because we're reaching the end, Origami attempts to fight Toka. They fight for a little bit, but then they are interrupted by Shido finally appearing on the scene with Natsumi,
And Origami leaves. And then
and then Origami leaves.
she goes to meet Kurumi.
Yes, she looks for Nightmare because she logics that Nightmare has the ability to manipulate time. So what she wants to do is she wants Kurumi to help her by moving her back in time so she can save her parents from the spirit that killed them and thus avoid the entire chain of future events. And Kurumi goes along with it because apparently Kurumi never tested whether the gun that is supposed to send you back in time actually works and if you can actually change history, which is a little weird to me. I thought that she does that all the time, but apparently not.
Well, it's this specific bullet. I think I'm fine with it. Like,
I've been told not to give spoilers, so I will be silent.
yeah. But anyway,
In protest of the anti-spoiler of the spoiler embargo, I'll be silent.
The spoiler police.
I will lift the spoiler embargo. What do you want to say about the bullets, Alex?
Oh, it will make sense that it will make sense later.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, Origami travels back to the past, and I actually really like this scene. She fights with the angel that gave her powers, but
Yes.
then the alien disappears. But
And,
then
and, and but,
uh
by the way, I need to point out that this alien creature that gave her powers is like just a cloud of static with like vaguely female voice. But her voice is like it's not that it's like white noise in there and it's not completely legible. It like cracks and drops in different times as if there was like a bandwidth issue.
interesting. That's not really
Yeah.
in the dub. In the dub, it's just
Yeah.
a perfect um voice. Like,
It's just a feminine voice.
yeah.
In the sub, she has a very like weird, mechanical, machiney voice that like sounds as if you were talking to somebody on Discord and they had massive internet issues and like only parts of the sentences were getting through.
Maybe the Japanese voice actor had to be somewhere and they had to do it over the internet.
No, I think this is no. I
I
think
know,
this is.
I know. I'm
this is
joking.
fine.
I'm joking.
I'm not.
Maybe
I
they
wouldn't be.
literally phoned it in.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
literally
I-
phoned it in. The actual villain of the show. Yeah, they phoned it in. I mean, I would expect them to. So that
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me at all.
This scene is all done very well, but the point is that Origami was the one that killed her parents all along because she traveled
Yes.
back in time. So
It's literally a Harry Potter moment where Origami realizes that she saw herself and she was the one to use the laser and kill her own parents.
yeah, but it's still better than Harry Potter because I just don't like it. Okay. Which one's worse, Harry Potter or Data Life?
That is tough. That is tough. Ah,
I mean, okay, like just remember the time travel arc in Harry Potter, and then compare it to the time travel arc in Data Life, and
Okay,
after
no,
this,
no. I'm gonna stop you here. Day of Life's time travel arc is better than fucking Harry Potter's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
I will say that the Data Life's time travel arc is better than Harry Potter for a lot of reasons. And one of them is that in Harry Potter, the time travel device was never like well explained and then became a massive plot hole. In Data Life, at least it's like consistent in the sense that only Kurumi has the go back in time bullet. Nobody else has access to time travel. So at least there's that. It's not like
Yeah.
everybody can travel back in time and just break reality. Only she
Yeah,
can.
and we learned this later, but okay, like I'm not sure if this is true or not, but apparently she only has two time travel bullets. But she might have had more, and she used it in between the time that Miku appeared, and then she used it on somebody else. But uh,
Do you want to know the actual answer?
sure, does she have more than two time travel bullets?
She currently has a psychological block that without she would technically have infinite time travel bullets.
That's I like that actually. Like I'm all for their psychological you cannot use your powers yet stuff.
So she has a psychological problem, but without that, if her power's working properly, there's no limit to the amount of time travel bullets she has.
Yeah, I like
We
that.
do know we do know that that Nightmare is a kind of a disturbed person, and she went through a lot, and we're gonna learn more about her at some point. But
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm looking
Anyway,
forward to learning more about
anyway,
Nightmare.
she killed her own parents, and
Yeah.
then Origami, because she breaks, she goes back in time, and then
Very boring.
she
She kills
becomes
him in a laser, and it was shown in the beginning it was an explosion. And this
Yeah.
inconsistency will not stand as the
I
Bosch
mean,
media.
maybe it was an explosion to Origami, but
No, from the way the camera looks, like it looks like the entire fucking city is engulfed in a nuclear explosion,
Ugh.
yeah, I
and
mean,
now it's just a laser.
maybe that's
Has
just
the
how she
body
remembered
has
it. Whatever, it's fine. Like it was a
has the
like
Vaatividya.
oh yeah, this is the first spatial quake we actually see because Origami does blow up.
Oh,
Oh wait, or was it
actually,
that
you're
time?
right.
Then she would die.
No, not necessarily, but
No,
actually,
no.
I
Special
think you're right.
quakes. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think you are right, and that would imply that Origami was the one to cause the first spatial quakes. And no, a spatial
No,
quake doesn't kill the spirit; they
not
just
the
happen
first,
around them.
just the first on screen, because
The
uh,
oldest one we see on screen is in the opening of season one.
hmm?
The opening of season one shows the oldest one chronologically.
Okay, maybe. So maybe not the
Which
first.
one? Wait, what?
The opening of season one shows the first one chronologically.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, okay. I guess. Okay, but
Mhm.
after that, like the first one with a girl we know.
This would be the
Okay.
second- this would be the second chronological space quake.
I guess so. I guess.
Which would imply that the first chronological spacequake was the appearance of this alien creature, and then the second one was Origami traveling back in time, which would make sense. That would track.
The alien creature started there's a spatial quakes, just so you know, have been going on for a while now.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
been like
Yeah.
30 years. It's been like 30
No,
years.
sorry. I didn't mean chronologically. I meant on screen. Like,
On screen, yeah.
yeah, the
Yeah,
second one on screen. But
Oh
like,
yeah,
would be
that's right.
I feel like the first one in season one doesn't count because it's not like it's not a scene. It's just like a flashback. But I
Maybe
guess
it's
you're
also
right.
a view from space.
Yeah, it's the first one
Uh,
we see with a. It's the first one we see from the spirit's perspective.
Okay, I'll agree with that one.
Anyway,
Okay,
this
in any case.
the fact that Origami killed her own parents traumatizes her so much that when she goes back in time, she becomes Nega Origami.
The Crimson Chin! Wrong! The Nigger Chin!
Yes, she becomes inverted. Yeah, she becomes inverted Origami. But that also poses
She
an interesting
becomes
question.
Demon King origami.
Because that means it's not a specific thing to Toka. So it's not that, because Toka is a quote unquote pure spirit. She wasn't a human person before she became a spirit. So and she was inverted. So like you could maybe think that it's something that only a pure spirit can do, but apparently not. Apparently any spirit can become
Yeah,
inverted.
but like I think there are different power levels depending on the despair the spirit feels. Because like
No,
Maybe.
Westcott Prescott is very happy about this and wants to kill Origami with Ellen for some reason, and we still don't understand why. But Ellen cannot do it because she's still injured from the previous fight she had. Otherwise, she will be able to beat.
Well, Maybe we don't really necessarily know that. What we do know is that inverted origami is like an existential threat to the entire planet, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Fine,
the planet is probably doomed.
she's an existential threat to East Asia. Not the whole world, just like
Not sure. Not sure if she's not an existential threat to the entirety of humankind.
Alex, you forget Japan is the whole world.
Oh yeah. As far
At
as
least
anime
in
is
anime.
concerned,
oh, in that case, she is a threat to the whole world.
Yeah.
yeah.
'Cause I think East Asia is bigger than Japan.
So dark origami is like not listening to anybody because she's just like in complete despair. She's
Does
completely
Dark
dejected.
Origami that would be funny if Dark Origami had black hair instead of white.
Well,
Nah, because
she does have a black wedding dress, which is kind of
Yeah.
cool. Anyway, Nightmare finally appears on scene in front of everybody, and Nightmare shoots Shido with her time traveling bullet and sends Shido back into the past to rewrite history again and to fix the problem and fix origami in the present so that this didn't happen.
But before that, we have a bit of a scene of everyone having to work together to get him up there, but not really much we can make fun of.
Yeah,
or,
it's just generic fight stuff. Yeah, whatever. Like Shido. Shido actually does have a chance to kiss Origami, but he misses it because he's a dumbass.
Well, he gets up to her and he attempts his first instinct is to kiss her, but he notices that she is just in a completely dejected state, that she is in so much despair that he can't possibly kiss her in this moment, which takes him back, and
Yeah.
that's why he doesn't do it. And so
if he kissed her right now, nothing would happen because the spirit has to be in love with him and cognizant of it for the kiss to do anything.
I mean, well, I don't know because Origami does love Shido, so it's weird.
Yeah, but she's not really aware, right?
Yeah,
origami does.
I mean,
Inverse origami. Yeah,
well-
but origami does, not inverse origami. Remember, inverses are basically a separate person.
yes,
yeah, but
Toka
it's
Toka
just-
was a
it's-
different person.
The
Think
thing
of
about that,
inverses
like,
as
I agree completely with full context, but you still don't always know, because consciousness can exist in many levels, and
Did you know Mr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde?
yeah, I know it. Yeah,
Yeah, I've worked with both of them.
Yeah, think of inverses as like a completely different personality.
I guess that makes sense. I mean, we just don't have enough context for it, but I guess that makes sense. Something here's something that I really dislike is that Shido goes back in time. The character he meets first is his teacher, which is the worst character. Again, need I remind you? And like she says, "Oh, you're not my student," and that's how he learns that he's not like he went back in time. But still, like, she's the worst character ever.
That
Like,
is such a
That's not how he learns he went back in time in the books.
How does he learn that in the books?
Iron Girl's name.
Kurumi.
Kurumi.
Yeah.
Kurumi basically has a mental link with her that lets her talk telepathically with him through the time travel link.
I think he still does. It's just that that's the first thing he does when he goes back in time.
Yeah, in the books, he gets it explained to him by Kurumi that he's in the past.
Okay.
Well, it's in the anime too, because there is a moment where Kurumi like speaks to him
Yeah.
ominously.
No,
Yeah,
I think what Alex meant is that before there was no conversation with the teacher. It's just Kurumi explaining it directly.
Which weird that they would just crowbar in this particular moment. But in any case,
Because,
and
like,
this is
like the teacher is so
You mean like
useless as a
crowbar in
character.
homophobia? You mean they crowbar? You mean how they made the main character homophobic? Well, in the books, he literally turns to the camera and is like, "I'm not homophobic because homophobia is bad because
Yeah.
it's superstition."
Mhm.
All right, I mean, what do you think of that being his explanation for homophobia being bad? It's bad because it's superstitious.
He is based and red pilled. He's an atheist dude, bro, and it's good. It's righteous.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I just realized I gotta read all the books. Is he an atheist? That'd be hilarious if he deals
No,
with that.
yes, if he routinely kissed spirits, but was like, nah, God is a step too far.
Oh.
He does shit talk superstition all the time. He does shit talk superstition multiple points.
I mean, okay, but like to be fair, he is dating literal angels, but one of them is gay, so or bi. I
Bye.
mean, yeah, bi. So
So anyway, that was the T1 arc,
yeah,
everyone. It,
Yes.
it's it, it's its primary thing, as this is my favorite arc, is being way less good than the T2 arc, which is my favorite part of the show.
yeah. About that
Apparently,
and time travel. I just realized we have to put origami on the Terminator side, like like for the thumbnail.
yeah,
Anyway,
we have to.
anyway,
I have to do it.
anyway, I personally really like that the time travel has always happened and will always happen, and it's just one timeline. Uh,
I hate that. No, I like it where time travel doesn't give a fuck about being consistent and
yeah,
it
but
just rewrites.
that's because you believe in free will, Alex.
But life is better if you think free will is real.
I don't think so. I mean,
To some people, life is better if you believe in God.
Oh
like,
yeah, that is true. Some people are cringe. I forgot about that.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, like, I just think, like, I mean, if you believe in God, then you automatically don't believe in free will. Like, okay, like, there are some people that say that I believe in God and I believe God gave us free will, but that's stupid because if you believe
Depends
in,
on
Mhm.
it depends on what kind of God you believe
I
in.
guess
If you believe
so,
in
but
a
like,
yeah.
okay, if you believe God is all powerful, then and He can see the future, then you don't believe in free will. I will just say that.
Well,
Um,
it depends. Well, if you believe in all of those things together, and if you believe in salvation and damnation, if you believe in God the Creator and God the Judge, then yes, all of these things together make a contradiction when it comes to free will. But you can pick and choose. You can take
like
aspects of it, and
okay,
there
like
are
yeah,
ways to make.
if you just think God is really powerful, but He's not actually omnipotent, then yeah, you can believe in free will. But like,
And
uh,
even then, like if God like created the universe and like let it go and then just stopped intervening and humanity does its own shit, he's just watching it, then free will still exists.
no, because He will already know the future.
No, but he
Like
didn't.
if
Well,
you have an entity that's powerful enough to see the future, then you don't believe in
okay,
free
let
will.
me. Okay, let me pose it this to you this way. So when you watch a movie that is already recorded and done,
Hmm.
like, does you watching a movie imply that the actors inside it don't have free will?
Yes.
Well, but they did at the time, right?
No.
When the movie was being
No,
made,
because
they did have free
okay.
will.
Here's the problem. I don't believe in free will, so that's pointless.
Okay, well, sure.
Like
Anyway,
like uh
I take the Pascal. I take the Pascal's wager approach to free will. I think it's probably not real, but it's better to assume it's real than to be wrong.
I I I I I I mean, like, here's the thing. I don't think it's real, but I will still like try to do like the best choices because like that's just like
look at us
uh,
discussing free will and important theological problems and like deep philosophical issues because of fucking data live.
like if free will is not real, that doesn't mean you have to be an asshole or not try to do your best because like
Well, I mean, you don't have a choice in the matter, so why bother?
well like that's your like that is like then you will have like just because you believe that free will okay like you have like it really doesn't matter honestly. I think you should still try to do your best because like the person I am that is telling you to try your best, and then if you actually try your best, then you are doing like your best because that was what you will have always done. But then if you don't try your best, then that's what you will have always done. But it really doesn't matter. Like
I kind of agree with Titania, and that's why I think
I
this
mean, like,
entire
like scientifically and philosophically, it's very easy to argue for no free will because it's just infinite and repeating. but you should still live your life the best way possible. Like that's yeah. I mean, if believing um if believing in free will helps you with your life, then by all means believe in free will because like I mean it doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't matter. I also believe like in the multiverse, so I believe like um
In multiple lack of free wills
yeah, but like
at the same time.
every possibility is possible.
Theory is true, then free will can't be real.
Hmm?
If multiverse theory is true, then free will can't be real.
Also true.
In any case,
No, actually, no, that's not true. Actually, because you can believe in free will and the multiverse, but
Yeah, but I mean, it logically is inconsistent.
Hmm?
If the multiverse theory is true and every single possibility is happening simultaneously, then that means that it's not really your choice to do anything. It just has to mathematically happen. Every possible universe must happen.
Yeah, that is kind of my point, and why I don't believe in free will. But like a person can
Well, then
still
you have to prove to me the multiverse is true.
yeah, a person can still believe in free wills for some reason.
Yeah, but that doesn't make free will real.
Yeah, but I think that
None
every
of this out.
possibility can
None of this is
happen.
getting cut out.
Mm-hmm.
Should we do our outro?
What uh do you not have anything else to say about the arc?
well, it's just that we are at this point meandering a little bit, and it's the kind of discussion that is just like it's. On one hand, everybody and their dog had that discussion before, and it's not like we're gonna break new grounds in it. So we could trail off just talking about free will, but I don't think
Okay,
that's.
yeah, like let's just wrap that. Anything else you wanted to add about Data Life that we haven't talked?
This is still my favorite arc because of the next 3 episodes.
Nice.
I didn't hate it as much as I hated the previous arc, and I didn't hate it nearly as much as the Miku whole deal. But I think the biggest problem this arc had, at least to me, was just the absolute tonal whiplash and the fact that Origami was like really jobbed in this arc. And going forward, it's going to be even more and more clear that this show is kind of ashamed of Origami, and it's really trying its hard to not put her in the spotlight ever again after this. So
I was
Oh god,
wait. I was about to say that I agree with Eminem somewhat until you kept talking.
that's a very common thing, I find.
Yeah, no, but like I like this arc.
Then he talked.
Hmm?
I thought I liked Eminem, but then I heard him say words.
I was agreeing with Eminem until he started talking.
Yeah, funny thing. Anyway, um, I like this arc way more than the last one, which I think is like depending on the Miku stuff, it's between Miku arc and Natsumi arc that are the worst arcs. I personally dislike Natsumi's more because there is like the more fetishy aspect in Data Life that, like specifically the lolly stuff, I really dislike. And like with the Miku arc, I can in the light novels, it's more pro LGBTQ stuff, and also like when a character is like trying to like prove that like, another character is another gender, they're portrayed as bad because like they are the aggressor. Um, and like yeah, and like I don't have the problem with the tonal whiplash. I think that's the tone is fine for Data Life. But what I don't like is the power inconsistency. If the power inconsistency wasn't there, I think this will be probably my favorite arc so far.
It would also be incredibly easy to solve. Like all they had to do was come up with a bogus justification for why
the answer
specifically.
is just make Origami's power up actually matter.
Yeah. Also, or like just not have her fight all of them at the same time and instead use like assassin tactics or something.
Which she
Wait, I
should
just
do
realized
because
they could have been
yeah.
origami actually kill some of them. It's not going to matter. They're about to rewrite the timeline, so who gives a
Yep.
fuck?
Well, no,
Yep.
I think if Origami went so far as to kill one of them emotionally, like with the audience.
I think the problem would be more that if that happens,
Okay, if Origami actually killed one of them, that would be a tonal whiplash to some extent.
to me it was anyway. But I think that if she actually killed one of the spirits, or like more than one, and Shido actually saw that, then that would make things much more difficult.
Also
Because
true,
he is
yeah.
Shido, he is stupid. He would not be able to conceptualize the fact that they are now in the past, and she has yet to kill a spirit.
I don't know. He seems to be pretty smart in the books. It's just he seems to be he never opens his goddamn mouth when it comes to his good ideas, and it just is like. I still love in the light novels that all of our criticisms in the Miku arc he also has in the arc.
I
Like,
mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
That is dumb.
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna be us for tonight. Thank you, dear viewers. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do the Side of Titania.
Yeah. Wait, what do you say?
I just wanted for you to send us off, Queen.
Oh, okay. Oh. Um, be happy, be strong, drink water. And if you don't subscribe, that will make us a little bit sad. Bye.
Good night, Internet.